In this video, I will be making a basketball team out of Pokemon that I believe could compete at the highest level. Now, I know that sounds easy, but I've given myself some rules. That way I can just kind of cheat the system. Let's not waste any time. I'm going to show you guys the rules and we're going to build this team. All right, first rule, I cannot pick any Pokemon that can fly. I can pick a Pokemon like Charizard or Dragonite that can fly, but they won't be able to use their flying ability for this purpose. Next, no psychic abilities, no ghost abilities. I don't want any teleporting, any Pokemon that can go through walls or the court or whatever. No starter Pokemon, no legendaries. Too basic, too easy. They actually have to be able to fit on the court. So, I'm going to assume like 10 feet or less, let's say smaller than the goal. And I don't want to use any Pokemon from the same generation twice. Now, with these rules in mind, I've gone through the list of Pokemon and I've come up with a starting 5 that I think will be able to compete at the NBA level. And I'm sure the selections will surprise you. Without further ado, starting at point guard for my Pokemon NBA team, I'm taking Machamp. I know, at first glance, Machamp seems like an odd fit for the one, but it's only 5'3". With this in mind, knowing that Machamp has 4 arms, I imagine him being an absolute crossover machine. I truly see him as being the superstar of this team, the Allen Iverson type. I know he's only 5'3", and he's going to be somewhat of a liability on defense, and I say somewhat because being guarded by a guy with 4 arms is going to be hell. But anyways, my guy running the show, Machamp at the 1. If you thought my pick for the point guard position was odd, then you'll find this one just as weird because I'm taking Scizor at the 2. And though I do like Scizor, I'm actually picking him just because this was the hardest spot for me to fill. Look, I just need a strong, sturdy defender next to Machamp. He's only 5'11", but we'll call him 6 foot to be nice, but he's a sturdy 260, and I got him being my Lou Dort type, switching on to opposing guards, guarding 1s and 2s, and just really causing hell out there. Now, while I admit he's going to be an offensive liability, I still think he can be a good slasher. Just throw up some lobs to him, and he's just going to flush them home, man. Scizor is going to be a good, strong fit next to Machamp, but when the rest of the team is configured, you'll see how he makes sense. But right now, I got Machamp and Scizor in the backcourt. All right, let's move on to the small forward position, and at the 3, I got Golisopod. This dude is my X factor. He's a stout 6'7", 238. He's the perfect 3-and-D guy next to Machamp. This dude is going to be able to switch on to basically all players on the floor, especially 1 through 4. He's going to be able to switch on the perimeter players, be able to play some post defense. He's kind of like a Klay Thompson on steroids. Also, read the description. It says, "We'll do anything to win." His versatility is a must-have. We're starting to build this team. At the power forward spot, I'm taking Baxcalibur. At 6'11", 463, he could play the 4 or the 5, but I see him more as the elbow shooting big rather than the back to the basket 5 in my system, and you'll see why once I mention my center. Though it would be a travel on offense, he can slide on his tail to get back on defense quick, so I kind of see him as a rangy 4 that can hold his own on the perimeter between knocking down jumpers and helping on defense. He's essential to the function of this team. But all right, lastly, that takes you to the center position. My anchor, I've got Beartic. He's 8'6", 573 pounds. Good luck. This dude's going to be an offensive juggernaut. Shaq on steroids. And before you comment on his speed, remember, he's a bear. He's anything but slow. He won't be Boban Marjanovic down there, so no need to waste time commenting that he'll be a slow player on my team. This dude is going to be unguardable. He's going to put up Wilt Chamberlain-like numbers. In my head, I see, the big-to-big passes with him and Baxcalibur, unguardable. The pick and roll with Machamp and his 4 arms being able to cross people over with Beartic setting the screen, unguardable. You're not going to be able to defeat this team. On the perimeter, we got rangy, quick defenders, and on the inside, we got lethal, dominant bigs. I don't know what team could guard this. You name the team, we're clamping them up, and then we're giving them points. It just is what it is. This team is going to destroy the league. I'll admit we do have liability. I kind of hinted at Scizor's offense, but looking through the Pokedex, if you will, it was kind of hard to find a team under my parameters that would actually fit. So this video is just meant to be a little fun. Just kind of wanted to enjoy myself and not take myself too serious. So like, comment, subscribe, do all the things you normally do. I just want to hear if you have any changes, please. I'm all for it. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll catch you in the next one.